Hey everyone, it's 2 o'clock here in Grayson, Georgia, and obviously that's Eastern Standard Time, and we are outside of the metro Atlanta area. I'm seeing so many pictures of myself. I'm trying to, I don't need to see all those. So I hope everyone is doing well. It has been a very busy week since I last spoke to you, and last week we talked a lot about various number of things, but I said I was going to share with you some WIPs, so we will talk about that. So just give it another minute and see if we have anyone else. We're live streaming on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So I would love to, you can obviously share comments if you have any, and sometimes I can see them, other times I'll have to wait till after the stream and I will answer them, but they all should come up. So just give it another minute or so. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it's a summer in my opinion here. Maybe the temperature has dropped a little bit, but it's not unusual for me to have shorts and t-shirt on in the house during this time of the year for Georgia. All right, well, let's get started. My name, for most of you know me, is Angie, and I drive a shuttle bus that has been converted into a store, yarn store, which we call the Traveling Yarn Yogi. But the bus itself is called Purl. So you will see Purl and I out and about, usually at around town here, and then go into the Carolinas, Tennessee, Alabama, and Florida. We've done Florida as well, and all over Georgia. I'm trying to think what else is, if I caught all those surrounding states. I think I have, but anyway, if you're new to our stream here, it is for my love of tea. I fell down a rabbit hole earlier this year, or maybe end of last year, and started sharing with you lots of different things about tea, and then of course yarn and whatever else. Hey Tori, hey Dottie, it always scares you. How are y'all doing? All right, I see some Facebook fellas. Good. All right, so let's so today I am drinking out of one of my favorite mugs is pecan. I'm going to say it the southern way, porch sitting, which is a black tea, and it has pecans, of course, and then some others. It doesn't name all of it, but I can definitely taste the pecans and black tea. It's wonderful, but it's plum deluxe. I love it, and I forgot I had it, so I'm glad I opened my cupboard there and pulled it out. So this one I'm using a little bit of milk with it. Not all the tea I drink, but I use half and half, so a little bit. But it's really nice for this time of day, year, whatever. So that's what I've got. And if you haven't tried Plum Deluxe, you know, I don't get anything for mentioning them or anything, but I've just gotten some great teas from there. And this is one. The other one is pears and cinnamon. Let's see what else. There's a couple more you might see me, but that is definitely what I've been up to, drinking this. Anyway, I also have a lot of tea samples that I've been gathering and so forth. And if you purchase anything online, and I just thought about this today, so just about 30 minutes ago. But if you purchase anything online going forward, put a note in the box. There's a place to add notes to send to me, you know, and I will and that's tell me that you would like some tea samples, and I'll make sure you get some. I absolutely I've got my favorites, and I will send them to you. So, and speaking of online, this is a perfect segue, but I have put a sale out there. It's been on, but I don't think I've advertised it too much. But instead of waiting until Black Friday and waiting until the holiday, end of the year, whatever, I'm having a sale right now, and it's going to go through the month of December online. And it's a variety of yarns that are currently that I have inventory for. And hey, Gay, I hope you guys will go check it out. I've already marked. I had some issues before, people wouldn't see the post. And Esmeralda, hello, how are you? They wouldn't see the code and all of that stuff. So it should be marked. I ask it to be marked. So hopefully you'll see the sales price. But on all my sport weight, I think I have, let's see what else. I've got just a lot of things. So you can hit a sale button, and I think everything will pull up. Or you can just peruse around and check the books and the kits, because they are lots of things are on sale. Okay, and I may add more, so don't hesitate. But I did go down and put a lot, so check it out, and make sure that you're checking. You can check back again, because you never know what I'll decide to throw on sale. But this will go through the end of the year, or till, you know, sold out. But take advantage. I mean, I mark things down like from anywhere from 10 to 40, 45%. So it felt good to do that. And one of the yarns I have on sale right now is the Lotta from Queen City, and it's a sport weight, so that's why I mentioned that. And I know that there are a lot of sport weight sweaters out there. I know Andrew Mowry had some. Hello, Victoria. So good to see you. And I know there's been a lot of cows, and I know there's socks. There's a lot in sport weight that designers have done. So this is your chance to grab it. But speaking of the Queen City Lotta, I will bring out one of my whips. Haha. And I really want to get this done, but I have it's gone with me to a lot of places, but I have drug my heels on it. And that's just because I'll talk to you about that. I wish sometimes that I didn't see new patterns, because I just, that squirrel syndrome just goes crazy on me. And I'm telling you. But this is one I started, and with a sport weight and with a Lotta, called Bloomridge Shawl. And it is by Casey Knits, one of my favorite people. And I love it. It's fun. It gets in a rhythm. Why don't I just continue? Because I see something else. And, or I think about, that other whip I need to work on. But I chose 3 colors. Listen, I made a mess. I pulled out the middle to do something. So these 3 are my colors, and I can tell you that's what I chose. And I know several of you have purchased this color set because on the hey Maribel, and you have purchased this set because I've mailed it to you. This is a great color combo. And so let me tell you, this one is called, let me tell you a little bit about Lada, I think is the way she pronounced it. I don't know why I want to try to change my pronunciation, but it's a sport weight. It's a non-superwash, but it is a merino rambouillet mixture, and it's nice and soft. I like it. It's 312 yards, 100 grams, and this is called Paloma. And I think I have I got sweater quantities of most all of them, but I think I have 12, maybe 15 colors, maybe more. But this is Paloma, so it's a pink, but it's got a I don't want to have like a deeper version of a dusty rose, if that's, you know, my description of it. So it looks a little brighter on the camera there, but it's still wonderful. Meaning that, you know me and my bright pinks, so I love it. The other color is called Teal Feather, which is perfect name for it. Teal Feather. And I lost my little tag. It's not in here, so I don't remember this one color. But I think it's the only gray I've got out there online. But anyway, beautiful. But it's the Bloom Ridge shawl. And I know, I want to say, I thought I saw Casey may have a sale on her patterns right now. I'm not positive. I know a lot of people are doing that for the holidays, so you can check it out. But the Bloom Ridge shawl, and it's going to grow. It keeps increasing. It stays straight on this side and keeps increasing. And we have an I-cord by edging, which I love. And you probably can see where I didn't do it right. Don't you hate that? You look down there and it's on the edge and you go, ah! But I have taken it back on the edge and figured it out, and it works. It's, you know, it's come back and it works pretty good, but it's something you really want to take your time. And Deborah Sue, I think that's you, but I'm not positive. So anyway, that's the Bloom Ridge shawl. So check that out. That yarn is on sale. So let's go into WIPs a little bit more. I bet you all have them. I only know a very few people, and when I say few, that buy yarn with the project in mind, get the project done, come back and buy more yarn. I don't know many, but I know a few. And hats off to you. Obviously, I like you to have lots of WIPs, being a yarn store owner. Ha ha ha. But I've heard people say 10 WIPs. I don't think I've heard anybody have more. So if you're at a situation, you can pop in how many WIPs you got going on right now. And oh, good, Deborah Sue. It is you. Then check it out, because I am I think I've got 7. And I'm only going to show you a couple. And I left the one over there on the other side. I may have to go and get. But I can't. I have frogged several that I have found that I'm like, what was I thinking? But this is my oldest that I have on the books or on the shelf right now. And don't ask me. I love knitting on it. I love it. It's obviously, you'll know exactly what it is once I pull it out. but I wanted to make sure I called it right. I know what it looks like, but oh, come on. Yeah. So this is the painting honeycombs. So you'll know that it's old, because when I say old, it's knit, because I think I pulled it out when he first brought this. Stephen West, by the way, brought this out. Look, I've got all my yarns messed up. So anyway, it's getting there. Okay. And once it gets long enough, I am going to stop. I don't care what the pattern says, but it's not quite long enough for me as a scarf. It's right there at my chest. I guess it could be a short one, and I could put some bling on the side to cook it, but I'll keep doing it. But I have fun doing it. But it's beautiful, isn't it? And I chose the Forbidden yarns, and I chose their Pride base because it has all the sparkles. Look at the colors. Look at what I picked. I think those are my purple, pink, and teal. I don't think that that's any way better to describe it. So the light pink is ballet boss, and the teal I think is yarn boss, and the purple is something I'm not sure. I've got to get more in, but I like carrying her Pride yarn, the sparkly yarn, because it really does lend a beautiful color. And you can use one of these could have been sparkle, and the other could have been regular, non-sparkle, but because just sometimes a hint. And she doesn't have much in her in her stellina. It's done so it's not overdone. And look what I just found. It looks like I might have missed my little I-cord issue, so I'll fix that later. But aren't these cool? I had some of these. Now I can't get them. But anyway, that's the oldest. So painting honeycombs, and it takes 1, 2, 3 colors, 4 colors. And I did well. Hold on, let me see. I left tags in them. This one is called, I can always get it. This was an older color, Jazz Age was the purple. But I can get any colors from Leanne I want if I just give her time. She has recipes that she's done for years and years. So if I can, she usually does it. So that was one of my whips. And there is some Forbidden on sale right now, so you can go and check that out as well. It is fingering weight, and that'll be a must finish in 26. I'm not going to do it by 25. That'll be a must finish. Other whips. Did anyone put in how many whips they've got? I didn't check. Let's see. Nope, nobody's going to tell me. That's all right. I can guess that maybe it's none. I doubt that. So that was 1, 2. Let me show you this one. I'm showing this because this is the swatch for the one knit, I'm doing the Traveler hoodie, and all I have left is the sleeves. But those, my long arms, they're long, and they're sleeves. So I'm almost done. I'm halfway done with one. So this will be finished in 26 first quarter. I wrote it down on my notes here, and I'm going to do it. It's got to get done. But I used, if you haven't seen it, go to Ravelry and just look at it. But it's the hoodie. She takes the Traveler and she makes, one pattern, she makes a dozen other things with it, like She came out with something that's half of a, I know people used to wear them under suits. That's how I'm dating myself, but they weren't full things. I can't remember. Sorry. But this is the Traveler Hoodie. This is a sport weight project. And this is using the Alexandrite of Gems Sport. So check out that hoodie. And I think I don't know if all of the Travelers are in there or not. Let's see. Somebody wrote something. Oh, Joanna, how are you? So this is a gorgeous yarn. I mean, the color's amazing. Now, it might not fit me as the same because I have lost some weight, but I don't care. It's supposed to be like a sweatshirt type thing, and that's kind of thing to snuggle up in. So check it out. That is the other WIP that I have on the needles. And then I have this baby. Now, this baby is the knit along that's currently going on with Knitting Fever. And I didn't get it out in time, and I got the yarn in. So it is on the website too. It's Harriet Juniper Farm, Moon Farm yarn, and it is a lace weight. But what I love about it, this is the Fission Falling Fission, and it is marled, so you're holding two together to get a sock weight. And I love it. You can hold two together. You can hold any two yarns together and get it. Now I already see a mistake. I'm going to cover it up. I can go, oh, I see another one. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. But, and it's different on the other side. Believe it or not, I can fix these. I saw a mistake on the pop here. Now, where I saw it is going to determine whether I will fix it or not. But because it's way at the beginning. But if I see it and it's like 10 rows, you can easily pop this down because you're on top and fix it. And believe it or not, I have done that before. So it'd be better if I just check things as I, moved along. But I get in a rhythm and go. But this is the latest. This is something I learned this year. I'm going to be teaching a class probably first quarter. See, I'm holding it right there so you can't see it. But Fission Knitting, Fission. And this is Mary Martin's technique, and I've been taught by her to teach the class. And this will be my second project. I think I wore my other one last week to share with you guys. And I'm also, I know my son doesn't watch this. I mean, if he did, I'd be shocked. He doesn't have time. But I'm going to do this one next for him. He loves scarves, and he wishes he could wear them more. Obviously, we live in a temperate state. The temperature doesn't give that. But this is a nice beginning Fission knitting. And the pattern is the same on both sides. So it's not going to be different, but it will be different colors. And I will use the fingering weight yarn to marl together to make a DK weight. So I'm gonna. It's called Fission Twist Scarf. So I'm excited. No, not for Christmas. He'll get it sometime whenever it's done. But it's good practice. Like I told you, this Fission knitting, I'm loving it so much that it's like some people keep a pair of socks on their needles at all times. And I want one of these on at all times. She's got several patterns that I'm in love with. But, I will say, if you put it down, just mark where you are so you don't have to figure it out. by counting the stitches, although it's not too hard, but you know what I mean. But I love that new technique, and if you're interested, like I said, stay tuned. I will be announcing a class by the end of the year. So that is really, like I said, I have 3 or 4 more that I'm going to, not sure what I'm going to do. I actually have 2 pairs of socks. One's almost done. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to devote socks on one of these yarn and tees for 26. I've got several things I want to share and people I want to invite on. But speaking of socks, I saw this come out today, and oh no, oh, here it is. And I absolutely, well, you know, what does it have in the title that made me go cray cray? Christmas tea. Yay, you got 12. Oh my gosh. Girl, you win the prize. Hey, Becky. Hey, Giselle. So this obviously is a Christmas tea party by Becky Green, and this was free. Now, I didn't see anything about signing up for it or anything like that, so I kind of not. So anyway, it is a mystery knit along, and I sure hope there's teacups on these. Sorry, but I do. And it is 100 grams of fingering weight sock yarn, or, you know, it could be used to advent. So this is a great, but apparently it's going to come out. It was on the top 20 today. You're going to get a pattern. All right, I'll show you. If you can't see Gay's comment, I'll share it in a minute. So you can use 24 minis, or you can use 12 minis. I think just make sure you have a lot enough if you want identical ones, or you can be different. But they're going to be 12 parts. The 12 parts you will knit are the cuff, 5 leg sections, the heel, and 4 foot sections, and then the toe. This is going to come out every day in December. So I am thinking that is going to be on Ravelry, because I showed nothing to sign up where you get it through your email. If anyone else knows about this, I didn't have time to send an email or contact Becky Green, but I will. But I would think it's just coming out on Ravelry. So pay attention. It is 1 through 20. So it's not every day, right? Well, let me see, read it. There will be a new part released each day in December, 1 through 24. So you can use leftover yarns or mini skeins, advents, or you could just use one single yarn. But I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like, but she got me a tea. So that'll be another whip, because I'm going to, I'll get that going. I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm not going to start, but I'll get it, pick out the yarn. And so the other thing, so Gay was saying that she's working on her whips and she's getting them down, and she's only allowed a new project if I am working on a whip at the same time. Okay. Well, I tried to say I had to finish the whip before I could start a new one, but that worked one time. And if you remember, you may not, but earlier this year, or end of December, I decided to start. I had no whips, and I just except that painting honeycombs. Okay, I have to admit I did have that one, but I decided to cast on like 5 or 6 different things, a sweater, a couple of cows. I don't do hats. Let's see what else. I think that was it. Mainly cows and 2 sweaters. The Traveler, and then the other one that's out there. It's called, can't remember, but I'm using Forbidden's yarn as well. Anyway, I did them all up, did all the details. I made the swatch for the sweaters. I picked out the yarn. I put everything was in there, and then I put the little tags on them. And then I was supposed to put them on a shelf and pull from them each time to work on it. I do get bored with a project and I want to go do something else. I mean, who doesn't? But I strayed from there. I did good. I did get 3 things off, believe it or not. But then I've added a couple of things, and I kind of strayed from that stack, because when I found out how to do fission knitting this year, I went bonkers. And then I also learned, I did an intarsia that I loved as well. But anyway, so I did get a lot of finished products done. So I'll try to pull those up. But then these darn designers, you know, you love them, and then you just want to, because they put something out so pretty and so unique that you want it right then and there. And this is one I saw on my friend, another dyer that puts on the Middle Tennessee fiber. She put out deep dyed yarns, put it out, and in her yarn it was gorgeous, but it was called Eek. And I don't think I've ever seen this pattern or hear anyone else talk about it. And it is DK weight is recommended, and here it is. Now, I know I got a printer issue, and I got to feel, you know, this printer's been 6 years old and it's done so well, but it's time for me to probably, I know I got to fix it. But go look it up so you can make it, get a prettier picture. But it's got a deep, not deep, but it's a wide square neck, not a boat neck. But I really like it, and it's one color, and it has the same ribbing. Whatever is done up here is done on the sleeves and down at the bottom, and it looks like there may be a slit on the bottom. But I just thought that looked so cute, and I have not looked at the requirements. It comes extra small to XX. And the XX is 48 is the chest finish size, and it needs 1,200 yards. And then the smallest needs 700. So I think this was done in 2 colors. Hold on a minute. No, she didn't. I saw it in 1 color. I guess you could do it in any way you want, but it's beautiful. Oh, okay. Hey, Laura, you've made Eek. Okay, great. So it is as cute as it looks, right? I'll tell you what I saw it in. I saw it, like I said, in deep dyed 1 color yarn, and it pooled, you know, different places all throughout, and I loved it. And if you know me, I have I'll have to talk about it, but my Yarn Snob yarn, which is he did for my custom color, is the it can be pulled as well. I can do a sound pulling yarn with that. But I've done it. I've done 2 sweaters with it like this. So maybe I won't do this one, but I'm telling you, a pulled yarn can be, you know, a sign pulling yarn can be so beautiful as a garment, just using it as normal yarn, because it just shows the pulling ish pieces or stripy. It looks so good. And I'm gonna have to I'll bring that copy next year. I don't have anything in here with it, but anyway, so I want to try maybe another pulled yarn. Okay, you used a tonal dark green. Oh, Laura. All right, well, Laura, you know where I'm going to hit you up for, but we'll talk later. So I'm really excited about it, and I will probably start this. I'll get someone to start it very soon, but I thought it was great. It looked so easy, and it got me thinking, how in the world have I got? I don't even know when this pattern came out. It does not say, but I just don't understand how I can. I mean, I know you can't see every single pattern there is, but you're like, I wish this is what I like. So I guess you need to go follow the designer somehow. And hey, Kathy, how you doing, babe? So I guess that's what you have to do, is go find your designer that you like their projects, so they come out, because you're always going to, or get their newsletter. So I've liked a lot of these patterns, and I'm going to say it wrong, but Ankestrick, Ankestrick. I can't remember if it's German or Dutch. I'm not sure, but I've liked many of her patterns, like Petite Knits. That's where I put that. So I'm going to have to go somehow and make sure I look at this. But she is, Ankestrick. Okay, I'm looking at her logo and trying to read what it says. But check it out. So it's called EEK, E-E-E-K, triple E-K. And I think it would be attachable. I'm going to look right here in the schematics, because I think, but you obviously can make longer sleeves if you want to. No, but she's done it in short sleeves. But you can do 3/4, I guess, whatever you want. It is your recipe. You can change it. So DK. And speaking of DK, I've been getting a lot of sweaters, patterns that are DK or sport, but I want to get some. I have some great colors from Shell, but I'm gonna kind of up my DK in 26. So I have the one wall on Purl. I carry, it's supposed to be all DK, but Purl is small, so she has to share sometimes. But I've got 2 or 3 different dyers in mind, and I've even gotten a couple of people sending me people that they like, and so I'm always up for that, because I certainly don't know all of the dyers out there, but definitely gonna expand it. It's been full, but it's time now. I'm out. I need to fill up that DK wall. So that's one of my projects for 26. But I'll get it done in December, maybe. In other words, ordered, because I want it. I'm trying to see what else I was going to talk about. Well, that's all the WIPs I've got. Did I tell you I have 2 pairs of socks, and one is just the darn half of a body on one of them, but still don't think my socks fit me as well. But Purl is doing great. We have 2 type of retreats. I'm going down to Savannah in December, and have a special outing there. I'm kind of the secret, but so I don't want to say too much. But then while I'm there, I'm going to go down a little further, down the coast a little further, and see my dad. And I haven't seen him in a while. And then I am going to Clayton, Georgia, with the Carolina Fiber Retreat. Is having a 3-day, I think 3 days, little holiday excursion, and I'm excited about that. I have always wanted to go to a smaller town type feel. I don't know why I think that. Is it because I watched too many Hallmark movies? Maybe. But anyway, I'm excited because I think they do a good job decorating. I want to see if they've got any type of itinerary, but I haven't looked it up yet. I'm not talking about the retreat. I'm just talking about the town, if they have things going on. But so that's it. And so I may try to get out and about around here, but that's why I put everything out there on sale online, you know, and because I got to keep that moving. Even though I may not be out there, but if she's parked at my house, I am not making money, haha. But yes, I can if I have the online set up well. So I'm trying. But Pearl's doing fine. She's got great, her AC is working well. Everything's doing good, and she's getting ready. 26 is going to be a major comings and goings next year. I start out with a show in end of January. I've got something in January, which is the Knit In. I think that's my first show, and it's the end of January. Listen, I've already got my 26th thing going, but I'm trying just to. Yeah, Knit In's the end of January, and then I've got February Scenic Stitches, and they put I think tickets are on sale now, and then March is Middle Tennessee, and then April I've got 2 retreats and Nash Fest. I am looking forward to that, and I think you guys, it's a 2-day show this time, so if you didn't get to go, put it on your calendar. There's still an opportunity to go to one of Christine's retreat. I've got to reach out to her and see, and I've got to make sure it's not too far for Purl to go, but it's in Virginia. And then Southern Comforts is in August. So I've got 2 months out of the year that I don't have anything going on. So we'll see what happens. I'm really excited about Scenic, and then I'm going back to South for sure. So we'll see. And if anything else comes up, I'll be looking. And if you know of a fiber show, or like I said, something that you think I need to look at to go to, then let me know. That's how we have to, just like patterns. You don't get to see the patterns. Everyone sees a different pattern. So share. That you can get me by email or share on Instagram, Facebook, and we can take care of that. Trying to think of what else. Those are the whips. Has anybody got Gay wins, the prize for 12 whips? My goodness. But maybe there's some more that just won't tell me how many they have. And so what I'm going to add, I will tell you this. I already, where did I put it? I will finish the Fission knitting. I wanted to do it by the 30th, but it won't happen for this month. But Fission knitting, and I'm going to get I'm going to add, I want to get this lovely pattern. I showed you this kit last time because I want to see if I want to carry it. And it's a pattern that my friend Crystal did. And I'm trying to see if I can. I already put it in a project bag, guys. I already put it in the project bag, and I put it out on my shelf. So there's 2 things I'll be kind of casting on, and we'll see how that happens. Are you getting any advents? I'd love to know who you get. Send me pictures. I would love to know. This year I decided not to get in. You have 3 2 crochet and 1 knit. Oh, good for you, Victoria. What is your knit project? She's a resident. I mean, she's always been on these, and she's my crocheter. But she has done one knit project, I thought you did. So, but anybody get any advents? Like I said, I decided not to this year in yarn because I mean, if I have so many that I never did anything with, but I got fiber. I think I showed you that last week. It was the fiber, and I will always get a fiber one because I am hooked. And I'll show you my latest one next week. And then I got the twice sheared sheet mega box, and I did that so I could see. Oh, it is a hat. Fantastic. I did that because I wanted to see if there were any new tools that are coming out and be ready for that. And it wasn't yarn. I mean, I have my own stash, personal stash, that is, you know, already one full huge cabinet plus some totes. But I have to, you know, get things that I have on Purl to do. So I usually say, oh, this is going to be a sample. Just seeing if I want to carry that yarn. Well, now all I want to do is put it in my stash, but that's always my excuse. But sometimes it turns into a line on Purl. But I'm saying too much. I don't like that. The other one thing I did want to share with you, that these are going to be, I know I've shown you these, but I had these debuted at SAF, and this little baby was, and then I took it to the retreat in November. This baby here won hands down of how many people, and I had all 3 of these showing the samples. So I had, this is Core 1, Mod 1. And then I had this one showing, which I still think is one of my, I kind of like it because it's different. And I love the colors. And then this one. So they all were debuted. Now, are they online? They're not online. But if you're interested in these, just send me an email. The Traveling Yarn Yogi at gmail.com. I'm sorry, I looked at a comment. But this baby, I mean, there's quite a few that are going to be walking around in this beautiful sweater, and I love it. So I just got my yarn in. I took some pre-orders at the retreat, and I'm going to be mailing those out tomorrow. So, but those are going to be, I'm going to take them to Scenic Stitches as well as Knit In, and they're really cool. You can do whatever you want to, but this one right here, I do like the corrugated ribbing that she puts on the sleeves and on the bottom here. But this takes that core sweater pattern, which is not cheap, but it's got 9 or more ways. I say 9, but it's got more that you can make from it. And I made one plain one, or did I make it? I didn't make it. Laura made it, I think. I can't remember who made it. It's a sample, but I think it worked out well, and the mod is added to it, and it's great. So, and Shelly, if you had questions, she would help with anything if you didn't understand it. But so going to be really focusing on those 3 and figuring weight, and just nice. And Laura, you got Swan City? Yes. Well, I'm going to be getting more. That's right. You made the mods. Yes. She made my core one sample. And then Swan City had an advent, and I'm glad you got it. I will be very interested in any colors that you like out of that. and let me know, because that is a line I'm going to expand with more. Their DK, I really like it, and I love her colors. And she was the dyer at Olive, can't think, Olive Into You for a long time, and so I have some of those colors that I got back then that I'm going to bring. I'm going to ask her to do them and put them on the bus. So stay tuned for that. And let's see what else. I think that's it, guys. It's almost 3. I'll tell you, next week is after Thanksgiving. Ooh. So I hope if you go in somewhere, have safe travels, and don't eat too much, but eat what you want, and feel good about it. That's the whole point of it. Got next week, I want to talk about and share with you a new class that's coming in the first of the year. And then, okay, I just had a senior moment. It just flew right out of when I stopped to talk about food. Hold on. Oh my. Well, I'm interested if you get any of your Advent sets in, to let me know what you got. You can send a picture to me. I'd be happy to try to share it from my phone. What else? I had something good, but it'll pop back later, and I will write it down and share it to you. But love having you guys on. Thank you so very much. We'll have fun next week talking about various things, and we're getting ready to end the year and start another beautiful one. So have a great day. Don't eat too much, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye. I can't end it without my clicker or my mouse.